Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond.
Close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Lined into left field for a base hit. Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run. The throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And we're live. Welcome to Kindred, North Dakota. We got some American Legion baseball for you right here on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening.
I'm Mike Bernier along with Wendy Bernier, bringing you American Legion baseball. The Sioux Falls Post 15 Ball Club comes into town in this Shields Invitational Tournament. I'm Mike Bernier along with Wendy Bernier.
Good evening.
It is a beautiful evening. We got the field ready to play, and we're ready to play some baseball.
Starting at pitcher will be Brock Johnson, number 34. Behind the plate,
Brock Johnson will be on the mound for the Kindred Vikings.
At first, number 14.
Brock called up from the mid-cast Babe Ruth team. He's going to get some innings in tonight. His battery mate will be none other than Bryce Whipple, the catcher. We'll run through the lineup for the Sioux Falls Post 15. Bryson Metz leads it off and plays shortstop. Batting second will be Hayden Risty out in center field. Noah Manns plays over at first base and bats third. Cade Whiting bats cleanup and plays in right field. Hunter Cedar plays at second base and bats fifth. Playing over at third base will be Charlie Kinches, the third baseman. Batting seventh, a designated hitter, is Tommy Peterson, batting seventh. And batting eighth will be the left fielder, Hunter Edberg. And Sam Wicks bats ninth and does a catching. And on the mound will be Tommy Boyum, the pitcher. Brock Johnson again will throw for the Vikings. Rounding out the infield over at first base will be Luke Starcevic. Second base is Andy Traum. Stanley Belowski's got shortstop tonight. And it looks like Grant Spellhog's over at third base. Out in left field is Kylan Swenson. In center field, Mason Almaris. And in right field, Xander Rath. We're getting ready to play some baseball. Beautiful evening.
It has been a day of baseball. You are watching a part of the Shields Invitational. So they have ball games going on in 4 different places. 4 different places, and I think like 20 different teams. And I'll give you the rundown of the scores that happened earlier today coming up.
Bryson Metz steps in. He's a shortstop for Sioux Falls. 1-1 the count to him. Brock Johnson throwing out of the full windup, and the pitch is a fastball in there, strike 2.
First pitch at 8:06 p.m.
8:06 p.m. We had a 7:30 scheduled start. Some of the games ran a little bit long, but we're doing all right. on time. So a little bit outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll bring you all of the Kindred games on yourliveevent.com this weekend.
Yep.
Here's a 2-2, swinging a pop-up foul down the first base line into the batting cages down that way. Umpires, I believe it's Zach Sumption behind the plate. I'm sorry. Scott Carlbloom is behind the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brock Johnson records his first strikeout.
Brock Johnson's first strikeout will bring up number 2, center fielder Hayden Risty.
Jake Quisland is out on the base paths, umpiring. 1 away. And Brock Johnson needs a new baseball.
The Kindred Vikings played their first game this morning at about 9:30. And they walked away from that one. Winners over the Fargo Bombers, 9-5. And then Aberdeen and the Bombers went at it, and Aberdeen took that one 11-3.
And the pitch from Brock is in there for a strike to Hayden Risty, the center fielder. Here's the 0-1 delivery from number 34, Brock Johnson. It's a fastball up.
And the game that just finished up before this one, Bismarck Capitals versus Aberdeen.
An incredible amount of hit batsmen in that ball game. Here's a 1-1. It's over for a strike. Here's a 1-2 delivery from Brock Johnson. Fastball in there, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in a row to start off the ball game. And that will bring up Noah Manns, the first baseman. Two down. Brock Johnson has thrown 10 pitches. Field looks in incredible shape. What a job by the press box crew going out there and getting the field up and ready to play.
Double duty. They come up here, then run down there between games, and yeah, it looks sharp. Everybody knows their deal. They run down there, get it done, and keep things moving right along.
I'm sweating. I ran up the steps and walked through the air conditioning, and it felt good for about a half a second until I got into here.
It's nice out, though. Earlier today it was a little hot, but it's cooled off. There's good shade, and there's ice cream. I'll tell you about that in a second here, too.
Pitch is a ball. It's 2-1 the count to the right-handed hitter, Noah Manns. Big first baseman.
You can get some ice cream in the concession stand. Express Lane, cup of ice cream. It's a big cup, too.
Here's a 2-1, swinging a ball chopped foul towards the third base dugout.
I had some of the Oreo kind, and then I ate yours, too.
Yes. I had a bite or two.
It was good. There's vanilla. We can get you some sprinkles later. That'll make up to you.
Here's a 2-2 delivery from Brock Johnson. Fastball swung on and missed, and Brock Johnson strikes out the side. 1-2-3 on strikeouts, and after a half an inning, Sioux Falls comes up with a nothing. Kindred coming to bat on yourliveevent.com.
Wold-CPA.com. That's wold-CPA.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
And we're back. Kindred Vikings coming to bat. They'll see Mason Almaris, Jack Wold, and Bryce Whipple, the 1-2-3 hitters. Mason Almaris, one of the players of the game in the first game, and had a triple and one of the better catches I've ever seen at the American Legion level. Right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, and he had a good game.
On the mound is Tommy Boyum, number 13, right-handed pitcher. Big, tall righty.
Andy's mom put her chair right back in the spot where she was sitting this morning. She says she's not that superstitious, but she's not gonna risk it.
Yeah, you don't want to chance things.
Nope. Put that chair back right where it was this morning. Don't change a thing.
You don't mess with the win streak. And here's a pitch, over for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Mason Almaris. Yes, he is the son of head coach Josh Almaris, who's coaching at third base. Nick Eggman coaching at first. And a hitting coach and another coach for Kindred Vikings doing a great job is Dean Wixo. And here's a line drive single into right field, and it skips by the right fielder Whiting. And Almaris is going to round second on his way to third. There's not going to be a play. He's going to go into the third base standing. It's going to be a single and an error on the right fielder. So a line drive single for Almaris. And he advances to third base on the error, E9, by the right fielder Whiting. And the Vikings have something cooking early on. DH, Jack Wold steps to the plate. Way back in the batter's box, right-handed hitter, wears number 5. Number 13, pitcher, kicks and fires. This gets away from the catcher. This is going to score a run, and the Vikings take an early 1-0 lead, taking advantage early on of the Sioux Falls mistakes.
Mason Almaris scores on the wild pitch.
We're going to call that a wild pitch. And Almaris comes across the score, and it's early on. It's 1-0 Vikings. And here's a 1-0 delivery to Wold. That one's down in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of action early on. Bottom of the first inning. Just getting going. Got more games for you tomorrow. Come on out and watch.
Yeah, we can go over that schedule here in just a second, too.
Here's a pitch. It's outside. It's 3 balls and no strikes to Jack Wold.
Here in Kindred, tomorrow things kick off again at 9:30, noon, 2:35, and 7:30.
And here's a pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 the count. At the conclusion of the ball game, we'll have the Jack Wold post-game show for you. I'm sorry, not the Jack Wold, the Todd Wold CPA post-game show. Jack Wold's batting. Sure Todd wouldn't mind. We mentioned Jack Wold's name a time or two.
Yeah.
Mayville State commit. Headed up to Mayville State in the fall. Going to play some baseball. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball pounded out to the shortstop Metz. He's got it. Fires across the diamond in time. Mans is there to put it away for the out.
Nice play, it's short.
It's a 6-3 put up, 1 down.
Brings up number 23, the catcher, Bryce Whipple.
The catcher, Bryce Whipple, steps to the plate. Whipple had a nice hard hit double to left field in the first game against the Fargo Bombers.
I chatted with Bryce a little bit before the game, asked him about his pregame rituals, and donuts is what we came up with.
It's as good a choice as any.
Yep.
Swing and a miss on an off-speed breaking ball.
The team started their day with some donuts this morning, courtesy one of the coaches, and it must have worked. Must have been the donuts.
Here's a pitch from Boyum. That one's in there for a strike as well. For now, that run against Boyum is unearned, depending on what happens the rest of this inning. Here's the 0-2, swinging a high pop fly foul, and it's going to drift out of play. Back behind home plate.
As a reminder,
and as always, as Andy Westby gives the announcement as we speak, all the foul balls can be brought into the concession stand for a nice treat. I don't know what they get, taffy or something.
Yeah, I think they get a choice. I think you get a choice.
This ball's crushed to deep left field. This ball's hit well. Back it goes.
Oh.
It is caught at the wall by Peterson out in left field. What a catch up against the wall.
That was a great catch up against the wall, kind of backwards. Nice hit, but he was there.
I'm sorry, I said Peterson, but it's actually Hunter Edberg out in left field. I wrote down Peterson on my lineup for some reason. Hunter Edberg. That was a beautiful catch. That ball, without the wind, that ball's a home run. That ball was crushed by Whipple, but great job by Edberg, sacrificing the body a little bit, going back and making the catch. Here's Kylan Swenson batting. He ropes a ball into the gap. He's going to dig for 2. Very good speed, and he's going to go in standing with a double.
Kylan Swenson with a sharp line drive, stand-up double.
Two hard hit balls right in a
Brings up
row.
number 0, your shortstop, Stanley Belatsky.
So Whipple gets robbed of an extra base hit with a beautiful catch by Mr. Edberg out in left field, Hunter Edberg, and then Kylan Swenson on the next pitch ropes one into the right center gap, and he's got himself a double. That'll bring up Stanley Belatsky, the shortstop in tonight's ball game. Luke Starcevic awaits on deck, and here's a pitch. It's in the dirt. That's a wild pitch, and Swenson will move over to third base.
Swenson advances to third on the wild pitch.
And that's not an insignificant play. Now another wild pitch can score Swenson. He's got incredible speed. A lot of speed up and down this Kindred Vikings lineup, and the pitch is over for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 15 pitches now for both pitchers in the first inning. Beautiful night for baseball on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for our sponsors for bringing you this awesome service.
Yeah, I do have some folks on the Kindred Youth Baseball Facebook page asking how they can watch the games. So I'll take a minute and let them know about yourliveevent.com right now.
Pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-1. Here's a Boyham's pitch. It's a fastball inside. 3 balls and a strike. And I say this every broadcast. This is the view that where your camera is where we're standing. Wendy's standing right behind the camera, basically, running all the controls over there. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Fastball is up, and Belatsky draws a walk. And there's runners on first and third base with 2 outs.
Luke Starcevic to the plate.
Luke Starcevic played in the first game as well and drove the ball hard to right field a couple of times. He drove a double down the right field line and then a hard hit single in the hole between second and first base. So he was 2 for 3 in the first game. Now a little gamesmanship. We got some pretty good speed on the base paths. Swenson can run like the wind over at third, and Belatsky can run himself over at first base. So see if he takes off and see what kind of defensive maneuver Sioux Falls tries to put into play. And Belatsky takes off. The pitch is a strike, and the catcher won't make any sort of defensive play and just throws it back to the pitcher nonchalantly, and Belatsky will get credit for that stolen base. 0-1 the count to Starcevic, and here's a high fly ball into center field. Risty is out there, the left-hander makes the catch, but the Kindred Vikings do come up with a run and some stellar defense by the Sioux Falls post 15, and the Vikings do come up with that run at the end of 1 inning. It's 1-0 Kindred on yourliveevent.com.
Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Cade Whiting.
Cade Whiting steps to the plate for Sioux Falls. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters facing Brock Johnson, who struck out the side in the first. First pitch is a fastball in there for strike 1. It'll be Cade Whiting, Hunter Cedar, and Charlie Kinches to face the right-handed pitching Brock Johnson. Here's the 0-1 delivery, fastball down low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-handed hitter, Cade Whiting. Swing and a miss.
We can double check with my spelling over there and with Andy too. I think Kinches has an N in it, I think.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. And down goes the batter. 4 strikeouts in a row for Brock Johnson.
We were a little behind schedule, so everybody was rushing a little bit. So
Yeah. I was out raking, spraying the field down with water, and I walked up here sweating, but it feels good. Feels good, so I felt a little rushed, but no need. We're on the air. We're playing baseball. We're having fun. First pitch to Hunter Cedar is a ball. Hunter is the second baseman. Right-handed hitter as well. Here's a pitch in there for a strike. I looked, it says post 15 on the front of the jersey, and I go, I have number 6 for this guy. But everybody has post 15 on there. Starcevic gives chase to that foul ball, but it's out of play. There's quite a few golf carts down the first base line and golf cart row out there. Not as many for the 13U ball games in last night's ball game. There was about.
I was a little surprised you could read the front of their jerseys. It's a little bit they're a little bit camouflage, and you're a little colorblind, so kind of blends in.
And here's a pitch, swinging a ground ball, fair down the third base line. Spellhaug knocked it down with a dive attempt. A nice attempt by Spellhaug, but he probably saved an extra base hit there, as Hunter Cedar will reach first base on the single. First hit for Sioux Falls. Charlie Kinches steps to the plate. He's a third baseman. He wears number 18. It also says post 15 on the front of his jersey. So I was getting confused. Why does everybody have number 15 on their jersey? Why is it?
Their numbers on the back of their jersey,
Yeah.
Mike.
And the pitch is a ball and in the dirt. Nice block by Bryce Whipple from preventing that ball to go to the backstop and prevent Cedar going down to second base. We're early on. Top of the second inning. Sioux Falls batting. 1 out, 1 on. Here's a pitch from Brock Johnson. Fastball is down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Charlie Kinches, the batter. Tommy Peterson awaits on deck. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Two balls and a strike. Brock Johnson throwing out of the stretch. And the pitch, fastball, is down low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lots of speed in the outfield for Kindred. And here's a 3-1. It's fouled back to the screen. Count rolls along full. 28 pitches thrown so far for Brock Johnson. And the pitch. Fastball is down low. He walked him. So runners on first and second.
Cedar goes to second, brings up number 12.
After the single by Cedar, Kinches draws the walk and brings up the designated hitter, Tommy Peterson. And he shows bunt, and he tries to bunt that one and then fouls it back to the screen. Looked like he tried to jab at that ball a little bit instead of your traditional keeping the bat tip up and bunting down on the ball and deadening the ball. He kind of jabbed at it and fouled it back out of play for strike 1. Starcevic in on first base, looking to charge if he shows bunt once again. He does, and he jabs at this one again, and it fouls it back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Now Kindred has the luxury of playing back, thinking that he's not going to try to bunt again with 2 strikes. If he bunts it foul, he's out. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 3. 5 strikeouts now for Brock Johnson.
Number 5, the second out of the inning. Brings up number 4, left fielder Hunter Edgar.
Brock Johnson, the right-hander, has recorded all 5 outs so far. 32 pitches now. Hunter Edberg, who made that stellar catch out in left field, takes a hack and swings and misses. 0-1 the count. The wind is blowing out really from left foul pole to right foul pole. Here's the next pitch. It gets away from Whipple. That'll be a wild pitch as the runners move up.
Cedar and Kitchens move up on the wild pitch.
Pitch was in the dirt. But I think if you talk to Bryce Whipple, he'll tell you he should have been able to block that ball. But it'll go as a wild pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Hunter Edberg. And the pitch, swinging a high fly ball. Shallow center field, Mason Almaris camps underneath it, makes a catch, and the side is out. Sioux Falls comes up with no runs. In the top half of the second inning, Kindred Vikings coming to bat, leading 1-0 on yourliveevent.com.
1 hit, no run.
County needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com. Express Lane Marathon in Kindred is your neighborhood convenience store where convenience meets quality, whether you're fueling up with Marathon's top-tier fuel or grabbing a quick snack. Express Lane has you covered. From hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, premium soft serve ice cream, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Make sure to use your Marathon app and get 7 cents back per gallon all summer long. Now offering premium 91 non-ethanol fuel. Express Lane is your friendly and locally owned convenience store.
Here's your Goldmark in-game update.
From commercial land to farmland, Goldmark Commercial has the skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland requests. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com for more information.
Here's your in-game update. Sioux Falls, post 15, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Kindred Vikings with 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. Vikings got their run after Mason Almaris reached on a base hit and then advanced to third on the error by the right fielder, and then came across the score later in the inning. First pitch to the right-handed hitter, Grant Spellhaug. Is a ball, 1-0. Here's a pitch from Boehm, bounce right back to him. And Boehm will have himself an easy play over to first base for a 1-3 putout for the first out of the inning.
I'll remind everybody that you're watching the Shields Invitational, 1 game out of many, hosted by West Fargo Baseball. Earlier today here in Kindred, Kindred played the Fargo Bombers and walked away winners 9-5 in that game.
Tommy Boehm on the mound for Sioux Falls. Breaking ball over for a strike. Andy Trum, the right-handed hitter, and second baseman, hit the ball hard 3 times in that first game this morning. Here's the 0-1. This one's down low. Had 1 hit to show for it, a double to straightaway center field, and he also had a sacrifice fly.
In the noon game, Aberdeen went over the Fargo Bombers 11-3. Sioux Falls post 15 over Bismarck Capitals 8-2, and Bismarck Capitals over Aberdeen 14-3.
Hard hit ground ball over to third, and a high throw is going to take the first baseman off the bag. Charge Kinchis, the third baseman, with an error, and Tram will reach on E5.
Number 11, your right fielder.
And that'll bring up Xander Rath, the right fielder. Xander Rath had a hard hit double down the left field line in that first game. So the Vikings catch a break here with Trom reaching on the air. Fastball is bunted down the third base line, but foul. And we've mentioned this all season long. Xander Rath can bunt on any given count and pretty much any situation you give him because of his tremendous speed. And if he gets that bunt down, a lot of times it's an easy base hit for Xander. 0-1 delivery from Tommy Boyum. This one's bunted again, and this will move the runner up at least. Throw down to first base is in time for the out. It'll go as a sacrifice bunt for Rath. Sack bunt. 5-3 is the putout for the second out of the inning. Traum goes up to second base on the sacrifice.
First base coach, Mr. Eggman, thought Xander got there a little bit, but just shaking his head and moving on.
I thought he was there too, but my opinion.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
My opinion does not matter. The umpire's does, and he called him out, so he's out. Swinging a foul at the plate. Mason Almera steps to the plate. He's singled to right, his first time up. Right fielder Whiting misplayed it, and it sent Almaris all the way to third base. Later came around to score. Here's the 0-1, swinging a line drive, hard hit out to left field. But Edberg, the human vacuum cleaner out in left field, has a relatively easy play compared to the one he made last time. A line out to left field ends the side for the Vikings. No runs for the Vikings in the bottom of the second inning. Sioux Falls Post 15 coming to bat in the top of the third on yourliveevent.com.
Landscaping quality is what they strive for, no matter the project. From putting in an automatic lawn sprinkler system to making a new or revamping an existing fire pit or patio. From tree care, pruning to growing annual flowers, Green Earth Landscaping can answer your questions. Green Earth Landscaping, covering the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Check out the YourLiveEvent.com free stage powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Inc. at the Red River Valley Fair with a full lineup of great performers and shows each day. You'll enjoy live entertainment from Quick 56, Ashley Weiland, Slamabama, and more. The Red River Valley Fair is 3 weekends from June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. For entertainment schedules and more information on the YourLiveEvent.com free stage, check out RedRiverValleyFair.com. That's RedRiverValleyFair.com.
And we're back. We head into the top of the third inning. Sioux Falls Post 15 coming to bat. They'll send up their 9 1-2 hitters to face a right-handed pitcher, Brock Johnson. 1-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Top of the third inning. I'm Mike Bernier along with Wendy Bernier.
Good evening.
Love to have you along for American Legion Baseball on yourliveevent.com. A lot of fun. And the first pitch from Brock Johnson is swung on and missed by the catcher, Sam Wicks. Where's number 8? He'll be followed by Bryson Metz and Hayden Risty. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball, down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. 37 pitches now for Brock Johnson. Here's a 1-1 delivery. Fastball, swinging a ground ball, chopped out towards third. Spellhaug has it, fires across the diamond in time for the out. Starcevic is there, and it's a 5-3 putout.
Back to the top of the order, number 7, your shortstop.
Brock Johnson has set down 3 batters in a row. And back to the top of the order, Bryson Metz, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. Brock Johnson out of the full windup, kicks, fires, fastball in there for a strike. Brock has 5 strikeouts already. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball, this one's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
When Brock is not playing baseball in baseball season, he is a really good wrestler for the Kindred Vikings.
Here's a 1-1. Inside, very good wrestler, fun to watch, very good running back for the Vikings football team. It's going to be a fun fall once again. See if they can repeat as state champs. Here's a fastball inside. 3 balls and a strike. A lot of state champions this year, not only in sports but also in the in the fine arts. One-act play, speech. Here's a ground ball up the line. It's going to drift foul up the line. Full count. The Kindred girls softball team, also state champs.
Yep.
A lot of fun to watch.
It's good to be a Viking.
Here's a 3-2 delivery. Fastball swing pounded out towards second base. Strom's got it. Fires onto first base low, but dug out of the dirt by Starcevic nicely. So a lot of action for a simple 4-3 putout is all you put in the books, but what won't show up in the box score was Starcevic digging that out of the dirt nicely.
I think there's still a little bit of dirt falling out of his glove. He's got to shake it out.
Hayden Risty will step to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking back in the first inning. Left-handed hitter. Where's number 2? Brock Johnson kicks, fires, fastball down low. 45 pitches now for Brock. What a beautiful night for baseball.
It did turn out to be really nice. There's still that breeze. That breeze is really helping people out. So hopefully that continues tomorrow too. So there's a lot of baseball on hand tomorrow as well. So if you like it, come on out. If you want to sit at home and watch it, all the Kindred games will be on yourliveevent.com.
2 very close pitches in a row. Coaching staff down in the dugout is asking where those were, and they're saying low. It's very difficult to tell if it's low or not up here. So a 4-pitch walk drawn by Risty.
Tomorrow's schedule, we kick things off at 9:30 again tomorrow. Then another game at noon, 2:30, 5, and 7:30.
Noah Mann steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning to end the first. Here's a pitch from Brock Johnson. Fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes.
And I should put a little disclaimer on that those times are approximate because we did get a little behind schedule tonight, which is fine, but just approximately I should put in there.
Pitches outside, and that's 6 balls in a row, and Josh Omeros wants to go out and settle down his pitcher a little bit here and give him a little bit of a break and just say, hey, focus on hitting the mitt. Bryce Whipple doesn't even go out there. Josh Omeros told him to just stay there. He wanted to talk to Brock Johnson by himself for just a half a second here and give him a little bit of an update, a little bit of encouragement, and say, hey, throw the ball, round bat. It's tough to hit it square. So
Bryce is just Bryce chatted up with the umpire while he's got a little downtime.
2-0 the count. Brock Johnson throwing out of the stretch, kicks and fires, fastball. Kind of line drive, kind of popped up to the shortstop Belaski, and he makes an easy play. We'll call it a line drive out for the 3rd out of the inning. Sioux Falls comes up empty and leaves 1 runner on board. At the end of 2.5, it's 1-0 in favor of Kindred, with the Vikings coming to bat on yourliveevent.com.
Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Kindred Vikings coming to bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning. At the conclusion of this ball game, we will have the Todd Wold CPA postgame show.
For any accounting requisitions from income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals or businesses, go online to wold-cpa.com.
The lights are on at the ballpark just as we started to bring it back. The lights popped on. Dan Nathan with his handy-dandy phone app can turn on the lights at the ballpark. The newfangled technology. There's a first pitch ball low and in the dirt. Vikings will send up their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Jack Wold, Bryce Whipple, and Kylan Swenson. Jack Wold, the designated hitter, he's 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time. 30 pitches now for Tommy Boyum. This pitch is over for strike 1.
Once again, this is the Shields Invitational. Lots of baseball going on all around. Some of the stadiums where you can catch some ball games: Jack Williams Stadium, Young Field, Kindred right here, and Starion Bank Field.
Pitch is inside, 2-1 the count. Yeah, lots of baseball in the region. A lot of fun to watch.
The West Fargo Vets, 6-2 over the West Fargo Aces. DGF over the West Fargo Aces, 4-2.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Off speed is over for a strike to Jack Wold.
DGF over Minot, 5-4, and Brandon Valley over Minot, 9-1. Regina over the Fargo Comets, 3-2.
Ground ball pounded out to short. Metz has it, fires across the diamond in time for the first out of the inning, and Jack Wold is grounded out to short to the shortstop twice.
In another game, Bismarck Reps 21-0 over Regina, and Brookings over Renner 12-3, and Brookings over the Bismarck Reps 8-7.
Bryce Whipple steps to the plate, swinging a foul back to the screen. Bryce is 0 for 1, although he hit what on a normal day would have been a home run, but the wind is howling in a little bit from left field. And talking about Hunter Edberg a little bit out in left field, he made a great catch up against the fence. That was one of the better catches we've seen. It did not top Mason Almaris' awesome catch in this morning's game.
You can see a picture of Mason's catch this morning a little bit if you go to the Kindred Youth Baseball Facebook page. You can scroll through a few pictures from that game this morning. And there are a few games left here. I'll get to those scores in just a second.
1-1 pitch is over for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kylan Swenson awaits on deck. Here's a 1-2 delivery. Fastball is in the dirt. I said.
Oh, we got to tell these last few games here they didn't get to. Barnesville over the Fargo Jets 5-3. Watertown over Barnesville 1-0. Bismarck Americans over Watertown 5-1. And the Moorhead Golds, or Bismarck Americans over the Moorhead Golds 2-1.
Like we said, lots of baseball in the region. Here's a 2-2 delivery from Tommy Boyum. Fastball is in there for strike 3. Whipple didn't like it. 2 outs now.
Williams' first strikeout game is out, number 2.
4 batters set down in a row, including the sacrifice bunt by Xander Rath. Back in the second inning. That'll bring up Kylan Swenson. He laced a double to right center field his first time up. The only run scored in this game was Almera scoring on a pass ball. Here's a 1-0 delivery. That pitch is in there for a strike. Stanley Belaski is on deck. I think I said it right for the first time.
Belaski, yep.
Belaski.
Yep, we're on you. We'll keep nagging you till you get it right.
Breaking ball is over for a strike. I tried to say Almers.
Yeah, you were.
Almaraz.
You were.
Almaris. I'm just going to stick with Almaris because that's what's stuck in my head.
Almaris, yep.
Here's a 1-2 delivery. Fastball is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Josh Almaris was pronouncing it Almers. I tried to morph that into Almaris, and then we asked Mason. He goes by Almaris. So I'm just like I'm sticking with Almaris because that's what comes out of my mouth anyway.
That's how the kids go by too.
Here's a 2-2 breaking ball over for strike 3, and the Kindred Vikings go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third inning. At the end of 3, Vikings lead it by a score of 1-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Marathon is your neighborhood convenience store where convenience meets quality, whether you're fueling up with Marathon's top-tier fuel or grabbing a quick snack. Express Lane has you covered. From hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, premium soft serve ice cream, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Make sure to use your Marathon app and get 7 cents back per gallon all summer long. Now offering premium 91 non-ethanol fuel. Express Lane is your friendly and locally owned convenience store.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Sioux Falls post 15 coming to bat. They'll have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to bat against right-handed pitcher Brock Johnson. It'll be Cade Whiting, Hunter Cedar, and Charlie Kinches. Cade Whiting steps to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. So this is where I got confused. Cade Whiting has post 15 on his jersey. On the lineup card, I have written down number 6. When he takes a swing, on his back is clearly number 15.
You are correct.
And so that's where I was getting confused. I'm just like, why does it say 15? Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Their lineup clearly has number 6 written down. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes once again. And there's 1 away.
Johnson, 6 strikeout tonight for the first inning.
Maybe he switched outfits. Sometimes they do that.
Yep.
Switch their jerseys or something gets torn or ripped or needs adjusting. Then sometimes they switch their outfits.
We thought maybe that he was playing the position 6, but he's not. He's not playing shortstop. Hunter Cedar is the batter, and we thought we got the numbers confused.
Well, you're good now.
Hunter Cedar is the batter. He wears number 16 and actually has 16 on his back. Laces one into left field, but Kylan Swenson is there and in a relaxed fashion makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Hunter Cedar had singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 2 now. That'll bring up Charlie Kinches. He singled as well back in the second inning. Was stranded at second base to end the inning. And here's a pitch. It's a ball upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. And here's a 1-0 delivery. Fastball is up. 2 balls and no strikes. 3 in a row set down by Brock Johnson. 1 hit for Sioux Falls, 2 for Kindred. Here's a 2-0, swinging a pop fly foul. Starcevic will give chase, and he might have a play.
I can't see.
Yeah, I lost sight of him.
Nope.
I lost sight of him, so
he was all the way to the fence over here.
So yeah,
you can't quite see. If I go that far, you run into the wall. So
and there is a window there, but we still lost sight of him because
straight down from the press box.
He was below the window. So the count rolls along at 2-1 to Charlie Kinches, the third baseman. Tommy Peterson awaits on deck. Here's a 2-1 delivery, fastball inside, 3 balls and a strike.
I'm also keeping an eye out for our lucky little rabbit friend. Usually at a home game, we have a little bunny that makes his little appearance. I got an eye out for him.
Ground ball out to Belaski at short, fires across the diamond in time. And for Sioux Falls, they go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th inning. Kindred Vikings coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th, leading by a score of 1-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Kindred Vikings will send up the 5, 6, and 7 hitters to face the right-handed pitcher, Tommy Boyum. It'll be Stanley Belaski, Luke Starcevic, and Grant Spellhout. Stanley Belaski steps to the plate. He walked his first time up and was eventually stranded at second base. That was back in the first inning. Bottom of the fourth inning. Vikings lead it 1-0. First pitch is a strike. 45 pitches thrown now by the right-handed pitcher, Tommy Boyum. And here's the pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball out to the shortstop.
Oh.
Metz will boot it, and Belaski will reach first base. So see if the Vikings can take advantage of the error by the shortstop. 3 errors now on Sioux Falls.
First baseman Luke Starcevic.
Maybe it's because the last game went a little long, but I feel like this one's zipping along pretty efficiently.
Luke Starcevic will be the batter, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center field his first time up. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball over for a strike. Stanley Belaski on at first base. Has some good speed. Haven't really had a chance to test the arm of the catcher, Sam Wicks. Here's the 0-1. He does take off. Throw down to second base is not in time. Wicks had a little bit trouble getting a handle on the baseball. Fired it down to second base, but Belaski will steal first base, or second base, I'm sorry. Pitch was a ball to Luke Starcevic. 1-1 the count to the big right-handed hitter. Another football player for the Kindred Vikings. State champs. Here's the pitch. Over for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's a 1-2 delivery. It's a fastball outside. 1 ball, or 2 balls and 2 strikes. Andy Westby handling the PA. Dan Nathan up here running the music, running the scoreboard.
And doing a fine job.
And doing a lot today.
We are. Up and down, breaking this. And
Yeah. I was giving him grief one time. Eric Iverson was up here, and Eric was running the music, and Dan was running the scoreboard. And then for a short time, Dan took a break and gave the scoreboard to Eric Iverson. And I said, Dan Nathan is doing nothing up here.
That's rare. That's rare.
High emphasis on the nothing.
He took a break. What?
Belaski takes off. There will be no throw down to third, and Starcevic draws a walk. So another steal for Belaski. His third steal of the night. Starcevic goes down to first base with a walk. So something brewing here, and there'll be a coaching visit out to the mound. Matt White, the head coach for Sioux Falls, will go out and talk to his team. Runners on first and third, and this cat and mouse game comes into play as a lot of times the runner from first base will take off. A lot of gamesmanship to go on. Does a catcher throw down to all the way down to second base? Does it get cut off by the second baseman? Do they throw it back to the pitcher? Do they throw it down to third? Do they fake the throw? There's lots of different things that can come into play to try to get that run home from third base. on the offensive side, and on the defensive side, you come up with many different ways to try to defend that maneuver. Belaski can run. Luke Starcevic can run, especially for a big man. Goldmark in-game update. No runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors, and then for Sioux Falls, and then for Kindred, 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. Grant Spellhog will step to the plate. Grant is 0 for 1. He grounded out to first base, or to the pitcher his first time up. Runners on first and third. Luke Starcevic gets his lead at first. He does not take off. The pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Grant Spellhog had a couple of solid hits to the opposite field in that first game this morning against the Fargo Bombers. And here's a 1-0 pitch. Fastball is in there for a strike. Andy Traum waits on deck. Here's a 1-1 count. And the pitch. Fastball is in the dirt. It skips away. Belaski trying to score. And there's no play. And the Vikings take a 2-0 lead. Throw down to second base to try to pick off Starcevic. Is not in time. So Starcevic does move to second base on that same wild pitch. 2-0 lead. So the Vikings have scored their run. First one on a pass ball. The second one on a wild pitch. So no runs batted in for the Vikings. But they do have a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th inning. Grant Spellhog, the batter. He's got a 2-1 count. And here's a pitch from Boyum. Breaking ball, blocked nicely by the catcher, Sam Wicks. 3 balls and a strike. What a beautiful night for baseball. Well, I don't see the bunny out there, but it looks like a robin's making his way out in left field out there, having a little fun.
Yeah, there are lots of birds out there. But we're keeping an eye out for our lucky little rabbit friend. He likes to hang out over by the visitor dugout.
Here's a 3-1. Off speed is outside, and he walked him. Runners on first and second. Nobody out.
Second baseman, number 10.
Brings up Andy Traum, the second baseman. We'll have a pinch runner for Grant Spellhog. We saw this in the first game as well. Carson Getty comes on to pinch run, and more than likely, Spellhog will go out and play third base again, and Carson Getty will be out of the game and will not be able to re-enter. But Carson Getty's got some tremendous speed, so in case Traum gaps one here, you'll be able to see Getty score. Here's a pitch. He shows bunt, and he does not. Takes ball 1 upstairs. So you had a story about Andy?
yeah, Andy's cleats. We, excuse me, we'll never see it from up here, but apparently he got stepped on in game 1 and has a little rip in his cleats. Won't affect his running, though.
Here's a 1-0. It's bunted down. This will be a bunt attempt, and he's thrown out at third base. Starcevic is thrown out. Starcevic thought he was safe, but it looked like the throw beat him. So Traum will reach first on a fielder's choice. Starcevic is out on a 1-5 putout for the first out of the inning. Getty moves up to second base.
Yeah, so apparently in game 1 this morning at 9:30, Andy caught a cleat in his shoe. Ripped it a little bit, but he assured me it wouldn't harm his performance. And there he goes.
Good speed on the base paths. Carson Getty on at second. Andy Traum on at first.
Better he took it in the shoe than in his leg, I suppose. Those cleats can hurt.
Xander Rath, the batter, he shows bunt and fouls this one off. Xander set down a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Owen won the count to the right-handed hitter. Yeah, you can't see it from up here, that's for sure. Is there a tear in his cleat somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
And this one has attempted the bunt as well. Xander Rath trying to get this one down, fouls it off, and now it's an 0-2 count. And don't count this one out. I've seen Xander Rath try to bunt with 2 strikes and bunt quite successfully. He's had 2 attempts at it and couldn't quite get this one down. And here's the 0-2 delivery from Tommy Boyum. Breaking ball, swung and missed, strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
Williams' third strikeout.
And we'll go to the top of the order. Mason Almera steps to the plate. He singled in the first, came around to score, and lined out to left field and back in the second. 2-0 lead for the Vikings. Tommy Boyum, the right-handed pitcher for Sioux Falls, looks back to second base, kicks and fires a breaking ball, is over for a strike. 63 pitches now for Boyum. And the pitch, fastball, is outside and low. 1 ball and a strike. Here's a 1-1 set from the right-hander. Breaking ball again is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Carson Getty getting a good secondary lead on the pitch. Breaking towards third, hoping to score on a base hit to the outfield. Here's a 2-1 set by the right-hander. Rocks and fires. This one's inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 3-1 set, and the pitch, fastball, swinging a foul, back out of play. So we'll have the merry-go-round of sorts here a little bit. Full count with 2 outs, so the runners will be able to take off. They have to ensure that the pitcher goes to the plate and ensure themselves that they're not picked off to end the inning. So a distinct advantage as the runners will be able to take off. And Boyum steps off the rubber once again. Throwing out of the stretch. And here's the pitch. Runners do take off. Here's a pitch, swinging a high drive into right center field. This ball's hit pretty well. And back it goes, and a great catch by the center fielder. Risty runs it down. Hayden Risty gives it a long run, and Almaris gave it a ride, but Hayden Risty runs it down.
Yeah, their outfield is performing this evening.
Vikings do score a run in the bottom of the 4th inning and lead it 2-0 on yourliveevent.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
head to the top of the 5th inning. Sioux Falls Post 15 coming to bat, trailing by a score of 2-0. Brock Johnson still on the mound. Tommy Peterson is a leadoff hitter this inning. We'll see the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Tommy Peterson, the batter, he struck out back in the 2nd. Tell you what, the outfielders for Sioux Falls have made some outstanding catches in this ball game.
Yeah, they're really performing tonight. It's almost like they're backwards facing the wall. That first one, he was running out toward the wall.
And if Risty doesn't make that, it's an easy triple for Almaris. Here's a pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitter, Tommy Peterson. Brock Johnson, number 34, will throw pitch number 66 here. It's a fastball grounded out towards third in the hole. Actually, the shortstop, Belaski, will pick it up, fires across the diamond in time for the out. Beautiful play by Belaski. Some stellar defense here. 5 batters in a row set down by Brock Johnson. After the single by Kinchis in the 2nd inning, Brock Johnson set the next 4 batters down. Then he walked a batter. Now he set the next 5 batters down. So 9 of the last 10 batters have been set down. And Hunter Edberg will be the batter. Speaking of the outfielders that have made great catches, he made that great catch against Bryce Whipple's ball that was crushed out to left. He made that nice catch up against the fence. His 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2. He's 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time up. Sam Wicks awaits on deck. Breaking ball, check swing. I think he checked him. I don't think he broke his hands. They'll appeal down to first base. He did not swing. One ball and 2 strikes. Brock Johnson throwing out of the full windup. Kicks and fires. Fastball is up. Beautiful night for baseball.
It did get nice out tonight, that's for sure.
2-2 pitch is a fastball called strike 3, and Brock Johnson has strikeout number 6. 2 down, 6 batters in a row set down, 10 of the last 11. And Sam Wicks steps up. He grounded out to third his first time up. Sam Wicks wears number 8. He's a catcher in tonight's ball game. This morning, I kept saying in tonight's ball game, even though it was 9:30 in the morning.
A little different starting at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it did play a little bit of a factor because the sun's just in a different spot. All of the right side of the infield and outfield had to wear sunglasses, and they're not used to that because normally the sun is behind them.
And you did ask them after the game how it affected them. What did they say? I didn't hear.
Stanley Belaski just said it was getting hot.
Well, that is true. That is true. It did get hot today.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you wouldn't know it now. It's just there's not a cloud in the sky and a nice cool breeze and just a really beautiful night. So, and we'll do it all again tomorrow.
No bunny rabbits on the field to speak of.
Don't jinx it. He might make an appearance yet. He's this cutest little thing and coming out to visit everybody, and everybody just kind of stops and stares at him, and he makes his way down the into foul territory, and off he goes.
3-0 pitch is over for a strike. Here's a 3-1. Called strike 2. Sam Wicks did not agree with the call. Shaking his head up there.
Yeah, he's shaking it. We had a few puppies out today, too. I don't know if you called it, is it the dog days of summer yet? We had a few pups out here at the park today. I had to go get my version of a pup cup, a red Solo cup, and give them a little water. Out in Gilbertson Park, little pups walking by.
Here's a 3-2 again. This one's inside, and Wicks will finally get his walk. Kind of threw his bat in disgust. He thought he drew a walk a couple of times. But he gets down to first base. And there will be a courtesy runner for the catcher, Sam Wicks. No idea who it is yet. Can't see that number. He does have 15 on the front of his jersey, but that's post 10. Landon Duran will be the courtesy runner for the catcher. Back to the top of the order for post 15. Bryson Metz, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. Swings and misses, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 count and the pitch. Fastball down low. Throw down to second base. Is in plenty of time, and Bryce Whipple guns down another base stealer and walks casually into the dugout like it's just another day. And Sioux Falls comes up with no runs in the top of the 5th inning. Kindred Vikings lead it by a score of 2-0 on yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Kindred Vikings coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. They'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Jack Wold, Bryce Whipple, and Kylan Swenson. And I tell you what, it's been fun to watch Bryce Whipple throw out base stealers all season long.
He is efficient and accurate. Those are the 2 words I would use every
Yes.
time I see it. Efficient and accurate.
Throws on to second base, good, strong throwing arm, and he's thrown out a lot of base stealers on these broadcasts. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Kindred Vikings lead it 2-0. I'm Mike Bernier along with Wendy Bernier.
Good evening.
Got Andy Westby doing the PA, Dan Nathan running the music, doing the scoreboard, keeping the field in tip-top shape.
And we also need to do a quick shout out to everybody here at the park that makes this happen. We have ticket takers all day. We have concession workers all day. And those folks, they're doing their job out there, taking the tickets and making the burgers, the grillers, and they make the day really fun, and they do a lot of work behind the scenes. So if you get a chance to come out and do all this in person, it's worth the trip.
Absolutely. Great community out here in Kindred, bringing you the Shields Invitational Tournament.
And there are games going on in some locations tomorrow, too, today and tomorrow, so you can hit some games at Jack Williams Stadium, Young Field, Starion Bank Field, and right here in Kindred.
Jack Wold, the batter, 1-1 count. Pounded out towards shortstop. Metz has it, fires across the diamond in time for an out. Jack Wold has grounded out to the shortstop 3 times.
He's consistent.
He's hit the ball hard, most of the times up.
Now that number 23, your catcher, Bryce
Ford set down in a row now by the pitcher, Tommy Boyum. Brings up Bryce Whipple. He's 0 for 2. Laced a ball to left field, but was robbed of a hit by the left fielder and then struck out looking back in the 3rd. Here's a pitch, swinging a ground ball, pounded out towards short. Metz has it, fires across the diamond in time for the out. 2-6-3 putouts right in a row, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Kylan Swenson. He's 1 for 2. Hit a double back in the 1st. Eventually reached third base, but was stranded there. And then he struck out to end the 3rd. First pitch to him is a strike. Stanley Belaski is on deck. Should Kylan Swenson reach? Well-balanced lineup for the Vikings. A lot of speed. Got some power. And this ball hits Kylan Swenson.
And per Kylan's usual, doesn't even flinch and just strolls down to first.
Well, no one and I think I just saw a smile out of Kylan Swenson. Pretty sure that was a smile.
It does happen.
And he's got tremendous speed, so he's a threat to steal here. Stanley Belaski, the batter. He walked in the 1st and reached on an error and scored a run in the 4th. He does have 3 stolen bases, does Stanley, this ball game. And Swenson does not take off, surprisingly, pitches a ball. So Swenson hit by the pitch. Both pitchers are throwing a nice ball game. And here's a pitch, swung on and missed. Swenson does go, and he'll steal second base easily. No fault to Sam Wicks there, the catcher. Swenson just had a nice jump, and he's got tremendous speed. He steals second base. Pitch was swung on and missed. The count is 1-1 to Belaski, the shortstop. Boehm has thrown 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 2 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned. He's walked 3, struck out 3. And here's a pitch. Breaking ball, skips away. That's going to be a wild pitch, and Swenson reaches third base.
Swenson advances to third on the wild pitch.
This is potentially a big run here in the bottom of the 5th. Vikings only leading this one by 2-0. Stanley Belaski looking to drive in that run. Got the win in the game this morning. Came on in relief of Kylan Swenson. Here's a 2-1, swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 78 pitches now by the right-hander Tommy Boehm. Brock Johnson has 80 pitches. Luke Starcevic awaits on deck. And here's a 2-2, swing and a miss. Belaski goes down on strikes, and that retires the side for the Vikings. They don't come up with any runs in the bottom of the 5th. At the end of 5, Vikings lead it 2-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
And we're back in time for the Goldmark in-game update.
From commercial land to farmland, Goldmark Commercial has the skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland requests. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com for more information.
Here's your in-game update. We got ourselves a pitcher's duel. Brock Johnson has thrown 5 innings, allowed only 1 hit, no runs, has walked 3 and struck out 7, while Tommy Boehm, the pitcher for Sioux Falls, 5 innings, 2 hits allowed, 2 runs, only 1 earned. He's walked 3 and struck out 4 batters. Defensive changes for the Kindred Vikings. Bryce Whipple exits the ball game. Owen Hoyme comes in to see his first action of tonight's games, or today's games. Here's a first pitch, swinging, line drive out into left field. Kylan Swenson moves over, makes the catch, and that was a leadoff hitter. Bryson Metz, the shortstop, he's now 0 for 3 after flying out to left field, and there's one away quickly. 81 pitches now by Brock Johnson. Hayden Risty is a batter. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking and drew a walk. He's also made a run-saving stellar catch out in center field. First pitch to him is a called strike. Andy Westby almost lost his sunglasses into the Kindred dugout.
But it was a good save. Good save.
It was a great save.
Heck of a save.
I'm going to enter that into Game Changer as a save for Andy Westby. No balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Hayden Risty. And here's a pitch, swinging a foul into the evergreens towards Gilbertson Park over there. Brock Johnson throwing out of the full windup. Rocks and fires the 0-2 pitch. Fastball down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one skips away as the throw from Owen Hoyme skips past Brock Johnson. No runners on base, nothing hurt. Here's a 1-2 delivery from Brock Johnson. Fastball, called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, and there's 2 away.
Brock Johnson's 8th strikeout of the night. Route number 2. Brings up number
8 strikeouts now for Brock. Brings
yeah,
up
the whole evening just seems kind of consistent and efficient. There's no ebb and flow or, swings of momentum. It's just kind of an even keel ball game.
There's a hard hit ground ball out to Jack. Belaski fires across the diamond in time. Luke Starcevic is there, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 6-3 put out. Hitters go down. 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th inning for Sioux Falls. Vikings coming to bat, leading 2-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Express Lane Marathon in Kindred is your neighborhood convenience store where convenience meets quality, whether you're fueling up with Marathon's top-tier fuel or grabbing a quick snack. Express Lane has you covered. From hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, premium soft serve ice cream, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Make sure to use your Marathon app and get 7 cents back per gallon all summer long. Now offering premium 91 non-ethanol fuel. Express Lane is your friendly and locally owned convenience store.
At Green Earth Landscaping, quality is what they strive for, no matter the project. From putting in an automatic lawn sprinkler system to making a new or revamping an existing fire pit or patio. From tree care, pruning to growing annual flowers, Green Earth Landscaping can answer your questions. Green Earth Landscaping, covering the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Kindred Vikings will send up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to face a right-handed pitcher, Tommy Boehm. Vikings lead it by a score of 2-0. Boehm will face Luke Starcevic, Grant Spellhaug, and Andy Traum. Up steps big Luke Starcevic. He's 0 for 1 officially, flew out to center field and drew a walk in the 4th inning. Josh Almaris will be coaching over at third base. Nick Eggman coaching at first base. Dean Wixow in the dugout. Very fine hitting coach for the Kindred Vikings.
Yeah, he was working with them over in the batting cages before the game, as they always do. But Dean gives him a lot of one-on-one attention and helped him out.
Had a chance to have a few conversations with Dean Wixow. It's a lot of fun talking hitting with him. And he's gotten the players to talk about how they did. And they say something like, well, I went 3 for 4. And he goes, no, how did you do? He's not worried about the results of, maybe you got a couple of bloop singles. He's worried about, are you squaring up the ball? Are you hitting it the other way? Are you keeping your at-bats solid? That's what he's looking for. And they're starting to answer the questions like, yeah, I went 2 for 3, but I didn't square up the ball as much as I could have, things like that. Here's a high fly ball into center field. And Starcevic flies out to center field for the second time in today's ball game. And there's 1 away. Kind of very quietly, Tommy Boehm is throwing a great ball game as well. He's given up the 2 runs, only 1 earned. He's walked 3 and struck out the 4 batters, but kind of an interesting pitcher's duel compared to the first game that Kindred played in. A lot of runs back and forth. Here's a breaking ball over for a strike to Grant Spellhaug. Grant is 0 for 1. He grounded out and walked. Here's a right-hander. Rocks, fires, fastball, swing and a miss.
Grant's also a coach of one of the Babe Ruth teams, too, as many of the Legion players are, and which is a lot of fun, too, for these older guys to coach some of the younger players.
0-2 is pounded into the dugout down below. Hopefully everybody's still alive below us. Yeah, Grant does a nice job, and days that he can't be there, we fill in as coaches, and he hands us a lineup and gives us a pitching plan and carry it out for him. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, a lot of parents hop in and help out. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we had some incidents on Tuesday night coaching the Babe Ruth game where Grant couldn't be there, and we had some kids going out with the heat, and all of the moms jumped in and nursed these guys back into health. And
dads were buying waters, and it was a whole family affair. We called in some backups, and moms Ubered a few more players over to us, and they all perked up. A little wilted for a while, but they all perked up. And
tell you what,
I think we won round. Pretty sure we won, but I was so busy handing out ice packs, I didn't know.
Here's a line drive into right center field for a base hit. Yeah, we wound up winning both games.
That's what I thought.
But once again, the Kindred community, everybody just kind of coming together, getting these kids back in. We called some players in from the other team, and we had some players come to the rescue, and it was a good team effort, and we came away with a few wins, and it was kind of fun. Base hit for Grant Spellhout. Brings up Andy Trom, who is 0 for 2. He reached on an error and reached on a fielder's choice. Pitches upstairs, ball 1. 3 hits now for Kindred, as opposed to the 1 hit for Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls has no runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Kindred. Bottom of the 6th. Here's a pitch, swing and a ground ball, pounded down the line, fair ball. That's a base hit for Trom. And he's going to dig for second. And here's a throw into third base. It will not be in time, and Trom has himself another double, his second double of the day. He had one in the first game as well. He laced one over the center fielder's head. So a stand-up double for Andy Trom. And Jackie Trom sitting in the same place, sitting in the same mannerisms, not wanting to jinx this, and it paid off.
Yep. No, she has to sit there all day tomorrow, too.
You don't mess with a win streak. We got a coach's visit to the mound. We'll see if they do a pitching change. If we do, we'll take a break. But right now I think Matt White just wants to talk to his pitcher, settle him down a little bit. Because, boy, I tell you what, he's throwing a great ball game. He's throwing 89 pitches. He's only given up the 4 hits and 2 this inning. But he's got the capability of working himself out of this inning. So I don't anticipate a pitching change here because your starting pitcher is doing well. He's just happened to give up a couple of line drive singles here, and he's got good defense behind him. We've seen the outfielders for Sioux Falls make some stellar catches. Metz, the shortstop, talk about him. A couple of ground balls out to him throughout the game, and he's made it look very easy. Fires across the diamond, makes a shortstop position look like an easy position to play, which it is not. So runners on second and third with 1 out. And the batter, Xander Rath, steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1 officially. He had a sacrifice bunt in the second, and he struck out in the 4th. Infield is in for Sioux Falls, trying to choke off that run at the plate. Boyum steps off the rubber, wants a reset and get another pitch call here. Xander Rath, the batter. Here's a pitch from Boyum. Fastball, swing and a miss. Foul tip at the plate, rather. So strike 1, either way. Bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 lead for the Vikings. Great baseball game on yourliveevent.com. What a great bunch of baseball games we've seen here in Kindred today. 1 of 5 games you're watching right now. Here's a pitch. Outside for a ball. We'll have 5 more again tomorrow.
Yeah, well, in addition to baseball, there's lots of businesses that you can support here in town, and the concession stand, it's like a full menu. It's a full menu there.
And here's a pitch. It's down low in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
If you want to eat healthy, they even have some fruit snacks. But if you're like me and you don't so much, they got the ice cream, vanilla with the sprinkles, or without.
Fruit, you say, huh?
Fruit snacks.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fastball down low in the dirt.
And the cheeseburgers. Oh, don't even get me started. The hot dogs, cheeseburgers. Boy. Your beverage selection. A freezy.
Plenty of water in there, bottled water.
Yep, got to stay hydrated. And chips, candy.
Here's a 3-1 pounded foul. That was an awkward foul ball.
I'm not sure how it got that far behind him.
Yeah, it seemed to defy the laws of physics. I don't know how it didn't hit Xander because it was fouled back, kind of between his legs, and it went back over to the dugout, and I don't know how it didn't strike his shin or anything else on his body. Here's a 3-2, breaking ball over for strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Boyum. Man, with runners on second and third, Vikings just want to get a ground ball somewhere because the infield is in, but Boyum just works out of trouble. He's got a stellar curveball, it looks like, and Xander Rath goes down on strikes for the second time.
Well, and if you need a guy to do it, here's a guy at the plate that can make things happen.
Big strikeout for Boyum, his 5th strikeout. And here he is, Mason Almaris. Like Wendy said, here's the pitch. It's a fastball in there for a strike. Almaris singled hard into right field, advanced a third on an error by the right fielder, came across the score and a pass ball. That was in the first inning. Lined out to left, lined out hard to right center field, and Risty, the center fielder, made a stellar catch. Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count to Mason Almaris. Don't want to jinx it here, but Almaris rarely strikes out, so he's a good hitter, even with 2 strikes on him. He's got a big, wide open stance, but he's got a very compact swing, doesn't let a whole lot of pitches get by him. 97 pitches now for the right-hander Boyum. For Boyum, if he can get out of this inning, he had runners at second and third with 1 out, and he struck out Rath, and if he could get out of this inning without any runs, that'll be a big boost for him. Here's a high fly ball into right center field. Whiting comes in, and he can't find it, and it lands in deep right field, nowhere near Whiting. And here comes Almaris. This is going to be a play at the plate. The throw is not nearly in time. We got ourselves an inside the park 3-run home run, and the Vikings lead it 5-0. Are you kidding me? It was a high fly ball into right field. The wind is blowing that way. Whiting came over. Risty came over in the right center field gap. It landed in straightaway right field. And it's an inside the park 3-run home run for Mason Almaris.
And the Kindred dugout is a little bit happy about that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. They're right below us, and I think I can feel them shaking the whole place. They were pretty excited about that one, as was Mason.
And there isn't any chance that you're going to give somebody an error on that because you lose the ball. The lights are very good here at the ballpark, and you can see the ball, but just sometimes it's very difficult to pick up the ball. And so nothing doing on Whiting. If you can't see the ball, it's very difficult to catch. Jack Wold steps to the plate. He's grounded out to shortstop 3 times. Big 3-run home run for Mason Almaris. Fastball's in there for a strike. Inside the park, 3-run bomb. 5-0 lead now for the Vikings. And I tell you what, I kind of feel for Boyum here, the starting pitcher, because I feel that he got that fly ball to get out of the inning. Unfortunately, the outfielders lose it in the lights and couldn't find the baseball. But Mr. Boyum has thrown a very good ball game, so it doesn't reflect it now, and his ERA is going to suffer a little bit here. But this is a team game, and he's going to pick up his right fielder, I'm sure. Here's the 0-2 pitch, fastball off the bat of Wold. It's an 0-2 count. Still, Owen Hoyme awaits on deck. 101 pitches now. The pitch count, the pitch limit, I should say, the maximum is 105. So Boyum trying to get that complete game and working his way through trouble here. And here's a pitch for Boyum. Fastball, it nicked him. And Jack Wold will reach base on the hit batter. And that'll get Owen Hoyme to the plate. His first plate appearance of the games today. Did not play in the first game and came on in relief to catch for Bryce Whipple an inning ago. So Owen Hoyme gets his first plate appearance. Good speed on first base. Jack Wold has some wheels on it first.
Well, and this is the first point in the ballgame where I really felt the energy kind of go up. We were kind of even keel and just efficient and accurate, kind of a steady pace. And now all of a sudden you can kind of feel that momentum just literally beneath us.
Jack Wold takes off. The pitch is a ball. Throw it down to second base is not nearly in time, and Wold steals second base. Yeah, you're right, Wendy. The first run scored on a pass ball, kind of anticlimactic.
Right.
You know, the second run scored on a wild pitch, again, very anticlimactic. And then all of a sudden, a long fly ball into right field with runners aboard, an inside the park home run.
Yeah, and things got a little noisy. Yeah.
So just a ton of excitement, and so that was a lot of fun to watch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. The pitch was the first pitch that Wold stole on was a strike. This pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tommy Boyum trying to complete this game. Once he gets to the maximum of 105 pitches, which is right now, he can complete the batter. Here's a breaking ball in there for a strike, so he can finish the batter once he reaches that limit. But if he does not get Owen Hoyme out, he'll have to exit the ball game. Here's the 1-2 pitch, down low. Doesn't necessarily have to leave the ball game, but he does have to leave the mound. And he is being DH for, so more than likely he would leave the ball game anyway. Here's a 2-2 delivery from the right-hander. Breaking ball in there for strike 3, and Hoyme goes down on strikes, but not before a big inside-the-park 3-run home run for Mason Almaris, and the Vikings have a 5-0 lead, and we head to the top of the 7th inning as Sioux Falls will come to bat on yourliveevent.com.
LiveEvent.com free stage powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Inc. at the Red River Valley Fair with a full lineup of great performers and shows each day. You'll enjoy live entertainment from Quick 56, Ashley Weiland, Slamabama, and more. The Red River Valley Fair is 3 weekends from June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. For entertainment schedules and more information on the YourLiveEvent.com free stage, check out RedRiverValleyFair.com. That's RedRiverValleyFair.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
We're going to head to the top of the 7th inning. It's a 5-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. We've had an exciting ball game. We really had a pitcher's duel up until this last inning, Wendy, and I tell you what, the excitement level and the energy in this ballpark certainly raised on that inside the park home run.
Yeah, I could feel it up here. That's what I feel up here. So I'm hoping it translated over into the stands too. But literally right beneath us, all of a sudden that dugout kind of came alive, and it just, you could feel the momentum in the ballpark. So let's see how we can do it this time.
And how about the outing for Tommy Boyum? Let's give him some props. 6 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. There were 4 runs earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Brock Johnson is throwing a little bit better. He's got a 2-0 count on the leadoff hitter. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters to bat, it's Cade Whiting. He struck out twice in this ball game. And poor Cade Whiting, he went over to right center field where he thought that ball was headed to, and like I said, it just went up into the night air. And if you're not used to playing in these particular lights, it's very difficult to find that baseball, and he couldn't find it, and it landed fair, and Mason Almaris with that inside the park home run.
Yeah, I bet he wishes he could have that one back a little bit, but good effort by them. Their outfield has been outstanding tonight with some really cool catches. So kudos to them.
Brock Johnson still on the mound for the Vikings, has a 3-1 count. He has 91 pitches now, trying to get that complete game win. Here's a pitch, fastball, kind of little pop-up over towards first base. Luke Starsvik will field it in foul territory. Count is full now to Cade Whiting, the right-handed hitter. And here's a 3-2 delivery. Fastball, called strike 3. Owen Hoyming drops it, so he'll have to make the throw down to first base in time. So it's a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for the first out of the inning. 4 batters in a row set down by Brock Johnson.
Bringing up number 16, the second baseman, Hunter Cedar.
Now 9 strikeouts for Brock Johnson. Hunter Cedar will step to the plate. He singled in the second and flew out to left. Back in the 4th inning, takes ball 1. Hunter Cedar, the second baseman. And here's a 1-0 delivery. Fastball laced into left field, and Kylan Swenson will play it on a hop. Line drive single for Cedar. He's got his second hit of the ball game. 2 hits now. He's got both of them. For Sioux Falls. That'll bring up Charlie Kinches. Wait a minute. I got Kinches with a single as well. I think that's 3 hits now for them. Unless I just wrote it down long. Oh, we got 19, Ryder Stubbles. Ryder Stubbles, a left-handed hitter, takes ball 1. And here's a pitch. It's a foul ball. Man, hard off the dugout.
I think it took a little paint off there.
Above the heads of everybody. Might have created some sparks against the metal as well.
Yeah? Oh, I can see a little white dot where it hit, so I don't know.
Spellhog throws that ball into the dugout because it might have set fire to the rawhide a little bit. 1-1 the count. Brock Johnson trying to finish this ball game up. He's got 97 pitches now. Again, that maximum is 105. He's got 1 out. Top of the 7th, fastball, swinging a foul back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 delivery, and it gets by Owen Hoyme. Cedar will go down to second base on the pass ball.
Cedar advances to second on the pass ball.
I have marked down Kinches with a hit. I must have marked that incorrectly.
You have to.
Because I know Dan Nathan did not make a mistake. I know that for a fact.
But Andy Westby, however, I tease. I just tease. Oh.
And here's another pitch to the backstop. This will be a wild pitch this time, and Cedar will move down to
Cedar to third on the wild pitch.
Cedar to third base. Andy Westby, how did Kinches get on back in the first inning? A walk. I marked down a single, so I was very much incorrect. So I was saying that must be 3 hits now. And here's a pitch to the left-handed hitter, Kinches, and he gets on with a walk again for the second time and not a hit. So he's 0 for 1 officially now with 2 walks. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Tommy Peterson. Josh Almaris is going to go out to the mound and talk to his right-hander. Runners on first and third. No indication yet as to whether Josh Almaris is going to make a pitching change here. He's going to talk to Brock. And I'm very certain that Brock will say, yeah, I want to keep going. He's not going to say, I want to come out of this game. I'm getting tired. He won't say that.
No, he will not.
Knowing Brock over the years, it's been a lot of fun coaching him over the years in football and baseball, and he's a competitor, to say the least. 5-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Vikings scored their first run in the first inning on a pass ball. Mason Almera scored. Stanley Belaski scored on a wild pitch in the 4th inning, and then a 3-run inside the park home run for Mason Almaris in the bottom of the 6th.
And we can take more time here while they converse out there to let you know that this is the Shields Invitational, hosted by or put on by West Fargo Baseball, and there is a lot more baseball going on tomorrow. You can catch baseball out at Jack Williams Stadium, Young Field, Starion Bank Field, and right here at Kindred, and we will have all the Kindred games on yourliveevent.com. And we'll kick things off tomorrow morning at 9:30 as the Sioux Falls Post 15 takes on the Fargo Bombers. And then at noon, pause there.
Tommy Peterson laces one into left field, and it's going to hold up for Kylan Swenson to make the catch, and he's going to gun it into the infield, so no run's going to score on the line drive to left field for Peterson. He hit the ball hard, but a very quick out, and there's 2 outs. And we got a pinch hitter here. Pinch hitter at the plate, Landon Duran, will step up to the plate. Landon Duran will pinch hit for Hunter Edberg. And here's a pitch. It's a fastball. Nice stop by Owen Hoyme, and he's going to save a run. The runner, Kinches, will make it down to second base. I don't think that's a wild pitch or a pass ball. I think we're just going to give Kinches a stolen base on a delayed steal. And here's a pitch. Fastball, swinging a ground ball. Back to Brock Johnson. He fumbles with it a little bit, flips it over to Starcevic, and he's got the win and a complete game on pitch number 104. So he stays under the limit, and the Kindred Vikings come up with a 5-0 win. And what a ball game for the Kindred Vikings once again, and a great battle by Sioux Falls as well, playing some stellar defense and hitting the ball hard at times, but just unfortunately for them, right at hitters. And Kindred Vikings win it by a score of 5-0. And we'll take a break, and we'll come back with the Todd Wold CPA postgame show after this on yourliveevent.com.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Express Lane Marathon in Kindred is your neighborhood convenience store where convenience meets quality, whether you're fueling up with Marathon's top-tier fuel or grabbing a quick snack. Express Lane has you covered. From hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, premium soft serve ice cream, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Make sure to use your Marathon app and get 7 cents back per gallon all summer long. Now offering premium 91 non-ethanol fuel. Express Lane is your friendly and locally owned convenience store.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
And we're back. Kindred Vikings win this one by a score of 5-0 on the Todd Wold CPA postgame show.
For any accounting requisitions from income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals or businesses, go online to wold-cpa.com.
I'm Mike Bernier along with Wendy Bernier, bringing you a great baseball game tonight. Wendy, Brock Johnson goes 7 innings in a complete game shutout win.
Yeah, like you said, Brock he's a competitor, so he's going to take it all the way to the end if he can and fight for it. If anybody does, he does, and he bobbled that little last one, but he stuck with it. He was bound and determined that was going to get over to first base and get that last runner.
He gets the win, a 7-inning complete game shutout win. He allows 2 hits, walks 4, and strikes out 9 batters in that 7-inning game and earns that 5-0 victory.
Well, and you could tell the game was really, consistent, even keel. You usually get the ups and the downs of it, but it was really status quo, steady Eddie for quite a bit. And then all of a sudden, Mr. O'Maris steps up to the plate and changes the game and changes the momentum and the whole feel of the ballpark.
Right, and the Vikings got their first run on a pass ball, second run on a wild pitch, and the third, fourth, and fifth run on an opposite field inside the park 3-run home run by Mason Almaris that really energized the ballpark.
Yep.
Let's give tip our hat to the Sioux Falls starting pitcher Tommy Boyum. He goes 6 innings complete, allows 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walks 3, and strikes out 6. But I tell you what, it could have been a lot less runs than that. Unfortunately for him, the right fielder loses the ball in the lights, and it's a 3-run home run. But I think Tommy Boyum pitched better than the statistics showed.
Right, and their outfield, my goodness. I mean, that one in left, he was running away from us toward the wall and caught it. I'm not even sure how. I got to go watch the tape. But it was they're impressive. And then kudos to them. They did really well tonight in that outfield.
Both starting pitchers throw a complete game. Boyum throws 107 pitches, and Brock Johnson throws 104, and both throwing a complete game. And like you said, the outfielders for Sioux Falls making some outstanding running catches. Hayden Risty also made that incredible catch to rob Almaris of extra base hits. In the play you mentioned, Hunter Edberg out in left field robbed Bryce Whipple of extra base hits as well and made a catch up against the fence. So that was just an incredible play. Offensively for the Kindred Vikings, Mason Almaris went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 3 runs batted in. Of course, that inside the park home run as well. Kylan Swenson had himself a double. Grant Spellhaug had himself a hit, and Andy Trom had himself a base hit. Offensively for Sioux Falls, Sioux Falls pounded out a couple of hits, and they were both done by Mr. Hunter Cedar
Yep.
got the hits. And so we'll take a break. We'll come back with an interview on the Todd Wold CPA postgame show after this.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
And we're back on the Todd Wold CPA postgame show. Big win for the Kindred Vikings, and we have the starting pitcher up here, Brock Johnson. He throws a complete game shutout win. How did it feel tonight, Brock?
Felt pretty good. Going into the game, I was kind of nervous. First Legion game, but ended up being pretty good and very fun to play with the guys above me, and had a really fun time.
It was a lot of fun just to watch this ball game. You wind up striking out 9 batters. Your first American Legion baseball game and your first American Legion start out on the mound. You walk 9 batters. You throw a complete game shutout. Big boon for you in the Shields Invitational Tournament, and you beat a pretty good team over there in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, pretty good team. Couldn't really get the bats going, but we stuck it through and ended up getting the W. And very good team, yeah. Hitting a couple hard balls. A couple of them got away, kind of left them hanging right in the middle, and they took advantage of it. So.
Yep, exactly, and it was a lot of fun to watch. The Vikings scored their first run on a pass ball. They scored their second run on a wild pitch, and then something you don't see very often. How did the dugout react to Mason Almaris' opposite field 3-run inside the park home run?
Oh, all the boys had a little laugh at that. I mean, obviously it's very tough to make that play in the dark. The ball gets lost very easily, but I mean, what can you do?
And it was a lot of fun to watch the energy level. We could hear the energy in the dugout below us in the press box, and it was just a lot of fun to watch. And how about your defense? How did they treat you in tonight's
they were
ball game?
amazing. Every single time I would leave it out there and they crush it, everyone was there to catch it, field it, make it clean play, and just kind of keep the game rolling.
No errors for the Vikings in tonight's ball game, and that's a big thing to accomplish in an American Legion baseball game. So congratulations on the big win, and the Vikings are 2-0 in the ball games in today's game, and we got some more baseball for you tomorrow. So we'll take a break on the post game show, and thanks for joining us, Brock.
All right, thank you.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
More baseball for you on for American Legion Baseball and yourliveevent.com. Kindred Vikings win this one by a score of 5-0. Wendy Bernier has some updates for you on the other scores and the other ball games for tomorrow.
Oh, there was a lot of ball games that happened today at Jack Williams Stadium, Young Field, Starion Bank Field, and here in Kindred Field. It is the Shields Invitational put on by West Fargo baseball, and we can go down the whole list of things that happened today. West Fargo Vets over the West Fargo Aces 6-2. DGF over the West Fargo Aces 4-2. DGF over Minot 5-4. Brandon Valley over Minot 9-1. Regina over Fargo Comets 3-2. Bismarck Reps over Regina 21-0. Brookings over Renner 12-3. The Brookings win over Bismarck Reps 8-7. Barnesville 5-3 over the Fargo Jets. Watertown over Barnesville 1-0. Bismarck Americans over Watertown 5-1. Bismarck Americans over Moorhead Golds 2-1. And right here on the Kindred field, Kindred kicked things off this morning at 9:30 and went over the Fargo Bombers 9-5. Aberdeen over the Fargo Bombers 11-3. Sioux Falls Post 15 over Bismarck Capitals 8-2. Bismarck Capitals over Aberdeen 14-3. And the one that we just finished up as the nightcap tonight. And there's more on deck for tomorrow. We start things off here tomorrow morning at 9:30 as Sioux Falls Post 15 will take on the Fargo Bombers. Our noon game, Bismarck Capitals, Fargo Bombers. 2:30, Sioux Falls Post 15 and Aberdeen. 5 p.m., Bismarck Capitals play Kindred, and then Kindred will do the nightcap tomorrow night too at 7:30 against Aberdeen.
And we'll have both of those Kindred games for you right here on yourliveevent.com. And that will wrap things up for the Todd Wold CPA postgame show on yourliveevent.com. Have a good night, everybody.